I wanted to record a video on tips and tricks to help you get better in competitive, because competitive is really about box fighting, rotations, and mentality. Other than that, competitive is it's nothing. It's nothing without those elements. So I want to start off with box fighting. So first things first, let's start with you on the passive controller player. He's trying to get in your box. He loves getting in other people's boxes. He's great at it. He's on controller, so he does the classic jump in the box trick. He's in your box, right? The wall's there. You turbo build it. The best thing to do is edit that just like that, and then just jump out the side and go for a different kind of edit and get that shot. Just remember that a controller player up close probably won't try to pump you in this box. He might go for the first shot as a pump, but other than that, he's just drum gun spraying you with blue SMG, whatever. Avoid it. Fall back, use your mats to your advantage, and get the shot. Make sure that you're not giving him the right-handed peek. So, like this, very bad idea. Because he could just chill here and then shoot, and you can even hit him. Another thing that you can do, he's a controller player. He gets in your box same way, jump out the side, right? Or if you even want to do an elevated side jump, jump out the side. I totally failed. I didn't put myself there. Let's redo this. Jump out this. Walk out the side. No. Just jump out the side. I don't recommend an elevated cone jump, just because you're landing right here and you're gonna get shot. So just come out and build these two walls and then a floor. That's your best bet. Or I don't know if this is possible, but if it is, let me test it right quick. The jumping on the side of a ramp. Yeah, that's the one I'd recommend. Okay, last one for a kid trying to get in your box, but not like a controller player trying to jump in, just someone trying to edit on your box. A good thing to do is, let me break this. Very good thing to do is, this is when you're not shot, you're playing passive, but you want to go on the aggressive. You come up, you do the same jump, yet you spam floor count, and most of the time you're gonna get it over him. I recommend just double editing and getting the shot off, and then you can box up here again, and then like wait until he has this wall and like jump in, and after the you scroll wheel reset your roof. Scroll wheel reset is very good for like getting 3 shots. I got a player, he's between this wall and the cone. All I gotta do, jump, try to juke the shot, jump to the right, 200 him. What's another one? Yes, playing on the offensive. You're trying to get into this player's, where you're trying to own his wall. So he's boxed up. So you want to come out right here, because he's on the inside and you're standing right where this grappler is. The only real edit that he has to shoot you is this peak. If he tries that, you're gonna pump him. If he tries that, you're gonna pump him. Like this one, you're less likely to hit him because he has the right hand peak, but just stay right there. And then build a wall right here, because that's the only right peak they can get. Pick up the grappler, and then so this wall, it's back to full HP or whatever. Wow, if you hit a edited wall, it does more damage. I did not know that. Anyways, does instead of 75, it does what, 90? Anyways, break the wall and turbo build a stair. And then, of course, they'll be turbo building a wall. They'll probably keep the wall. I spam spare and then wall. Like I'll do the stair and then hold it and then immediately do a wall. Sometimes I'll get the wall, very unlikely. Like if it flings the player and confuses him, sometimes I'll get the wall, the stair. Other times I'll just break the wall while I'm trying to break the stair, or I can come at the side and edit. And that works most of the time. Another thing, you're playing on the offensive. Never, ever give your opponent the right hand peek. Never do it. Very bad idea. Okay, so another thing. You're trying to break this kid's wall, right? No, never do. Never actually, like, get the final hit with your pickaxe. You'll probably not get the wall, and while your pickaxe is swinging, you're gonna get pumped. Another thing. Someone's trying to break your wall. Right when he goes for the swing, edit where he's swinging. It's gonna make him do that, and it's gonna take longer for him to pull out a gun. It's a very, very useful trick there. So never like do these edits. Never do these edits. Anything that has to do with the left side. Not a good idea. Especially and like a bad edit for the right side would be this. You can't get a headshot off on it most of the time. You can't, and the opponent will be able to shoot your feet and stuff. You'll be able to shoot his feet. Like if the opponent's right here, oh for sure, make the edit, shoot his feet, and then reset it while he shoots the build. Like, well actually, so if you make this edit, your opponent is gonna try and shoot the ball. Make sure you turbo build it, right, and then shoot his feet after you make the edit again. Another thing. If you're trying to do a Mongrel Classic, but not get shot at all, place a cone, so the top right corner, and place a cone just like that. The only way for your opponent to hit you is if they jump, and if you do it fast enough and fluid enough, they will not be able to jump in time before you reset that wall, and then you can do that, shoot your opponent, whatever. A good trick is, like, if you have an opponent, he's in your box, you edited the pyramid, reset it with your scroll wheel and shoot. Pretty much a free shot. He might shoot you, but just before you use scroll wheel, make sure you're moving and like you jump. It's very, very essential that you dodge your shot, or you're probably gonna die. Like, I wish dodging shots and hitting shots were so integral, but if you miss your shot, you're probably gonna lose. Last part of this video is your mentality for scrims. So, winning is a mentality. You playing nervous, you losing early game, that's all a mentality. I promise you, it is. Because a lot of the time, you can play consistent in pubs, but not in competitive because you get nervous. What helps me is I'll get one of my really good friends, Ben, he'll chat. Like, if I get mad, calm me down, something like that. Yeah, so having someone to chat with helps, someone to coach you, make sure that your rotations are good. A thing about rotation is they will be most likely to avoid water. Like, most most of the time these zones will avoid the water and like mountains and stuff. So take that to your advantage. Very useful to know that. Yeah, so if you're losing multiple games in a row, you're tilted. Take a break for frick's sake. You getting mad is only gonna make you madder, which doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it's true. You probably agree with me if you play Fortnite. You're just gonna get madder if you're already mad, you know? Like, if you're not enjoying the game at the current time, get off the game. It's all you have to do. So someone, let's say, like, you get their wall, right? So you have their wall, and they got a ramp inside there. Watch this. You edit your ramp this way, and you break their ramp and turbo build yours. They will think that is still their ramp, and then you can edit it forward and get a right hand pump shot off on them pretty much every time. I've never personally used it. I mean, I don't like rotating my stuff because I always forget. I know that I'd probably use it more often if it was like a reset, rotated, whatever button. What's it? I know like this is a common thing. The phasing, I know pretty much everyone knows this, but you can edit while phasing, and if you walk slightly forward, damn, this is, I don't know, you have to walk just for, like, right, damn it, right there, and then if you jump, you get a shot off before it resets. It hit the wall there, but, yeah, so, always use that to your advantage. Another thing, a very useful cone jump trick is the, like, protected, but you land on top facing this way. Your opponent is usually behind you, so you can rotate it forward pretty easily if you're on keyboard and mouse and go for high ground. And yeah, that'll be this video. Remember that winning is a mentality. If you're not winning, then you don't have the right mentality. Pretty example, actually. Budra, his first game, his zone, like, the zone he got was kicking his ass the whole game. He didn't have a shotgun until, like, he started killing his opponents while they were, landing and stuff. This was his first game of the World Cup. Like, he was just getting his butt whooped, but he kept pursuing the win, and he kept the positive mentality of, I want to win this $3 million, and the only way I see fit to do it is having the right mentality and playing correctly. A lot of the times with, like, box fighting is, well, this is totally digression, but a lot of the time with box fighting is the skill cap ends pretty high, but it ends. Like, there's a skill cap for box fighting, but there is not a skill cap for outplaying in a box fight, which may sound like that's, like, outplaying kids is part of box fighting. I consider box fighting the mechanic. Like editing and stuff. A lot of the times, like, and wages and stuff, you'll see pros edit super fast and outplay the opponent. The outplay is way more than the edit. Don't get that. Like, they'll drop you down and get a free shot so many times because they have the control of the builds. Controlling the edits and box fighting is very important too. It allows you to get free shots. It allows you to confuse your opponent. It's just very beneficial to have it. To have these people. Yeah, that'll be the end of this video though. I hope this can help some of you guys. I know that these tricks I use, and that they definitely help me win pretty much all of my box fights. Like I win. I've lost like specific box fights to a public player like in random duos, but I've never lost a series of box fights. Like I always win the overall. My like the people I have hard time with are the controller players who just get up in your box. I recommend going in random duos and practicing with those because they are the hardest to adapt to if you're a PC player. That's definitely a good idea to do. But yeah, that'll be the video. Hope you guys enjoy.